Hi everyone, I'm Tommy, and I am uh, the leader of MEBW. Um, the reason I'm introducing myself this way is because I have a very important announcement, and I would appreciate it if everybody watching this live and after the fact put aside their feelings about wrestling and just actually listen to this for a few minutes. Don't think of me as Tommy Gunn. Don't think of the prestige. Don't think of anything that I've ever done in the ring. Let's talk as human beings for a second. Um, I'm going to make a brief announcement and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Um, I don't want to catch anybody off guard, surprise anybody. Um, but I do want to be straightforward and then give an explanation. So please bear with me as I try to get through this. Um, as a group, we have come to the decision that Sunday, March 7th, House of Hardcore will be our last show as a company. Um, this was a decision that we did not come to lightly. It was not easy. Um, and we understand that fans may be upset. We understand that you may feel that it's almost like it's not fair, you know? That we're gonna end. Um and we understand why you'd be upset. We understand where you're coming from, and that's why I am making this video, making this promo, this entry. I don't know what to call it. I honestly, this is. I've been in the yard for 4 years, and this is the most difficult thing I've ever been asked to do. So please bear with me. Um, there are many reasons why this is the time for MEBW to end. First and foremost, you know, we're at a point in our lives where uh, a large majority of our roster is now grown up. You know, for me personally, um, when we started MEBW, I had already graduated high school. So I've spent the last several years through college and then dropping out of college and then working full time for a couple of years. Um, and my girlfriend being away at school. I've spent a lot of time that you guys don't see on camera behind the scenes working on MEBW. And I enjoy what I do. But at a certain point, life goes on. My girlfriend is finishing college this summer. And that means it's time to, focus on starting a life and and a family. And that's what's important to me. You look at a guy like, Matt Thunder, who now that he's done with high school, uh, it's time for him to move on to other things. I want to speak on him in just a second, but I also want to mention that, Cody Powers, he's older than I am. He's dedicated a lot of time and a lot of really great work to MEBW. And the same thing with Jack Delta. I knew Jack Delta in high school before this even became a thing. We graduated together. And to see how much time and effort that we put in, those guys work 40-hour weeks. Those two, and they always put their personal time aside to work on MEBW. And in Thunder's case, he is in charge of all of our production, editing, social media, all that stuff. And he was going to be done in the ring in March anyway. And it would be too much of a burden to continue the way we were going, for him especially. But I really want to commend especially those three people for all of the excuse me, for all of the hard work that they put in. And while everybody's done incredible work, those three in particular have been on my booking team and helped me run this ship, and they have done an exceptional job, and I am eternally grateful to them. But everybody at this point is now graduating high school, focused on college, possibly going to wrestling school. Everybody has stuff going on. And this felt like the best place to end it. If I'm being honest with you, we considered that wrestle. Let's see, there we go. Backyard Mania 4 be our last show. But we felt it best to continue on. But we could not have continued the last 8 months without all of the contributions made by all of the people who came and did crossover shows in Michigan throughout the entire second half of 2020. They braved through a pandemic. They put themselves at risk traveling when they didn't need to come up here and do a lot of great work. So, to Jake and Jordan and Adam and Gary and Eric and Luke and Carson, I want to say to you guys, thank you so much. Because without you guys, we could not have even gone past Backyard Mania 4. And your contributions were incredible and will not be forgotten. This is really just difficult to go through. I want to bring up another point that Thunder asked me to bring up. You guys remember Hunter Jones? A couple years ago, Hunter Jones was supposed to win the world title, and he ended up leaving the company before he could win the world title. And, no one was really mad. I mean, it was frustrating because we had to change some stuff and whatever, but he got a really great offer from a college he wanted to go to, and uh, everybody respected it because it was his time to move on. And that's kind of how we all feel. It has been difficult the last few months. Because the community has changed a little bit. And I know that the change from Assault and Onslaught to Just Anarchy was not always a popular one. And I just want to say that we did it to make it easier on our editors and our contributors behind the scenes, and basically it was a logistical move. I spent a couple hours trying to figure out the best way to strategize one show a week, and I put together a runtime estimate so that although you're used to 2 shows a week, I could average out the 9 months we did of live Assault plus the Onslaught and give you close to, the same range and the same average length of content every single week, but in one program. And if you were upset or hurt by that decision, I want to say that it was not our intention to upset you or to make you feel like you're missing out. Part of trying to continue after Backyard Mania 4 was downsizing in that way, and it was a necessity. I apologize that this has been long-winded. I apologize if what I'm saying isn't good enough for you. But I want you to understand that I speak on behalf of the entire roster when we say that we love and appreciate every single one of you. We're thankful for all of the times that we had together, all of the great moments we've shared, all of the hard work that was put in by us was not, I feel that it was not in vain, and it may only be a handful of people, but I feel that we touched lives in a positive way. When we started this, I set out to change the concept of backyard wrestling for some people from light tubes and fucking crazy extreme barbed wire shit and just, trying to go out there and kill yourselves, to as close to an amateur, sophomoric, at least mediocre wrestling product that was actually a wrestling product and not just, hey, Jimmy throws Bobby through 8 light tubes. So, I hope that what you've seen from MEBW you've enjoyed. I hope that you can look back on the good times and remember your favorite moments and enjoy them and really cherish them. And I hope that you take these next 2 months and really just live in the moment and enjoy everything that we present to you. I want to say House of Hardcore might get moved up from the 7th. We don't know yet. Um, I don't know what else to say. I'm incredibly thankful for all of you, and I hope that you'll continue to watch us for these next 2 months. Excuse me, and I hope that you'll enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed making content for you. So yeah, MEBW is ending at House of Hardcore. If you're looking for a further explanation than that, feel free to comment. Reach out to whoever it is you reach out to. On the screen at the end of this promo will be my personal email address. It will go right to my inbox, and you can email me and ask me any questions that you have about MEBW ending or anything like that. Please try not to, if you're angry, use the email, is what I'm trying to say. I guess angry or not, the point is, let's try and be peaceful and respectful in the YouTube comments, and let's try to be as positive as we can be. My email is going to pop up on the screen after I'm done talking. Thank you for watching Anarchy, whether this is the beginning or the end of the show. And I hope you enjoy the last 2 months of MEBW, and I hope that you enjoyed the experience as much as we did. Thank you.